ever get that nagging twinge in your lower back when you twist to get out of the car or turn a certain way? My husband discovered this the hard way when he was using his new stand-up paddleboard for the very first time. He did a couple of rows through on either side and then he locked up and couldn't move. Glad to say that today he's doing okay. He's spent quite a bit of time on mobility and strength in that area. So today we'll unpack why maintaining trunk rotational mobility is vital for protecting your discs, easing pain and keeping you balanced and moving well. Then I'll guide you through some key trunk twisting exercises with a band, being able to do it at home, and also with a fit ball. And then we'll wrap up with a simple 5-minute at home workout that keeps you moving well and pain-free. Why is this movement pattern so important? Because when we rotate or twist side to side, the mid back is able to rotate freely, so the lower back doesn't have to twist beyond its safe 5 to 10 degrees of rotation. So then we can take better care of our discs. These twisting movements are in our everyday life with whatever you do. It might start in the morning when we reach across to turn off our alarm clock. Then we might be doing up the seatbelt of the car. Might need to look over our shoulder to see other cars coming. We might be unloading our groceries from the trolley to the cashier, then again unloading them from the trolley into the boot. So all of that is rotation. Then we might turn over our shoulder to talk to someone or see someone coming behind us. We might be vacuuming, going from side to side, raking, sweeping, the list goes on. I personally love kayaking, and this requires a big rotation with every stroke. So we rotate and twist our body every single day, and most of the time we don't even think about it until something goes wrong. So let's have a look at these strengthening and mobility moves. The first exercise we're doing today is we're going to have our band attached to something securely so it won't come off. And then we're going to take one hand, the outside hand first, then the inside hand's going to come over the top, and we're just going to hold this out in front of us. Now, if you see me from the side, this is easier in here. For hada, 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 hada. All of this is an anti-rotation, so when we step out far enough, this band is going to want to pull us back in. So we're going to resist this. It's an anti-rotation exercise where we're just trying to resist that pull. Now you can either hold this or you can press it out and back in, out and back in, and you're holding that core on the whole time. Nice little belly button pressed in from into the spine, and we're taking this, or you can just hold it there. And see, maybe today you might only be able to hold it here for 20 to 30 seconds. In another week or two, you may be able to hold it further out. So just think about just trying to stop that rotation. It's trying to pull you in the whole time, and you're trying to resist that pull. So that is exercise number 1. Don't forget to do the other side. Exercise number 2, again, we're going to take that outside hand, put the inside hand over the top, and we're simply going to just leaning side to side. So taking my weight into one leg, then into the other leg. I'm trying to hold this band out to the front as I weight shift from one leg to the other. And then when I've got that right, then I can start to rotate. Like bringing that back and rotate. Great. These arms can have a slight bend in them, almost straight, not quite straight. If you've just started to do this, then it's probably okay to bend those arms a little bit more or have a lighter band. But every time we bring that around, we're doing a nice big rotation around. Now you can have this band, I've got this at kind of chest level at the moment, but you can be doing higher ones and lower ones. Let's have a look at a couple of different options for this. Obviously, where you do it one side, you'll turn around and do the other. Let's have a look at a high to low and a low to high. I'm just going to pop my little door stopper a bit higher and a bit lower for this one. Let's have a look. Now I've moved my attachment up higher, so my door jams up the top of my door now. And from here, doing that same move. So I'm just rotating these down toward the knee from high to low. So this just works a few different ways with that back and bringing that down to that knee. Great, making sure you've got a little activation of that core on. And then we're going to go low to high. And now taking it from low to high. So from here, and still maintaining that back straight as I pull it up. So I don't want to be rounding out my back. I don't want to be doing that. So from here, bring it up, coming down and bring it up. So this can have, so you can be doing this rotation from low to high, from high to low, or straight out. Great. Oh, I can certainly feel that core working nice and hard. Great. Let's go have a look at the fit ball. I love the fit ball for what it can do for your trunk and also for some rotation. Let's have a look. So when we think of all the moves we do in life, like throwing a ball, pushing, pulling, everything's got that rotational move to it. So I love these fit balls because there's a lot of things you can be doing on here. 2 exercises. The first one, we're just going to be rolling out onto that ball and we're going to be having our arms up in the air. And all we're going to be doing from here is bringing this right over to one side and right over to the other side. Now you may not be able to go that far when you first start on here. It might be just a little rotation, but as you go along, see if you can really come right over to the side. These fit balls are a great way to work your balance, coordination, strength. They do a multitude of things and a whole lot of things that you couldn't do if you were just lying on a bench. That is exercise number 1. Let's look at exercise number 2. So the second exercise we've got on the fit ball, I've just got a little hand weight. Well, mine's actually a 4 kilo, but you may choose to not have a hand weight at all. But we're going to look at some great rotation on the ball. So as we come out, I'm going to press up with one arm and pushing with the other. So it's a real rotation as I'm turning side to side. Pressing one arm, pushing with the upper arm, elbow of the other. So I'm just doing a nice big rotation and I'm soon going to be out of the picture because my ball keeps going back. But you can see how if we keep doing that, obviously we're going to change over to the other arm. It's some great rotation there, which is going to take us into everyday life when we're weeding, pushing, pulling, throwing a ball. We are rotation. We're not just directing in one plane of motion. We are, if we throw a ball, it's a bit of a rotation as we come back and then we throw and push forward. So everything's rotational. Let's have a look at our 5-minute workout. You can have a dumbbell for this or no weight at all. Let's have a look. So let's put some things together and do a workout. I'm going to start my timer, 30 seconds. We're going to hold on to that band again, outer arm first, and we're just going to bring that to the side, moving our weight from leg to leg and bringing these arms right around. A little pull in from our core. Our tongue can be on the roof of the mouth as well, so that protects our neck, and bringing these around side to side. Great. Good, we've got another 5 seconds left. Good, 10-second break. You're going to turn it around the other side. You'll be amazed at how often one side is good and one side's not good. Little pull in from the belly button into the spine, getting ready to go, and off we go. Good. Well done. If you can feel this in your back, primarily in your back and not in your side abdominals, then your core has probably gone off. Your band might be too strong. You may need to step a bit closer to the attachment so that it's not so hard. Or you may need, well, you would think that if you want to work harder, step further away from your attachment. Great, we are going to be doing just our hold here, and we're going to take it out and back. So this is our anti-rotation. All we're doing here, we're not rotating, but we're simply trying to stop the pull of that rotation. So that band the whole time, we're trying to resist that pull. Hence why they're called resistance bands, because it's trying to pull those arms in and we're trying to resist that. So you can hold here if you want to, or you can take it in and out, your choice. Either a hold or a press in and out. Well done. Great. You're going to turn around the other way. I'll stay this way so you can still see the front of me. Again, you want to be pulling that core on, pelvic floor up, and off we go. You can reach it out. So if I'm here, reaching it out and back, and out and back, or you can just hold. Wherever you prefer to hold, hold, hold. And just resist that pull that it's trying to take you in on. Well done. Oh yeah. Can feel that core are working. Great. Good. I'm going to take this same band and we're going to face outwards. So I'm going to bring my elbow up. I'm going to take my other hand out and I'm going to punch forward, bring it back. So it's a push-pull, really pushing that out. And as I push out, I'm doing a nice little rotation of that body at the same time. Excellent. Good. Well done. I don't know about you, but I can feel my core are working. Whew. Great. We're going to take it to the other arm. If your elbow does not like being up here, it may need to come down a bit lower. So if your shoulder doesn't like that high push, then come down for a lower push. So same thing, rotating around, back and forth. Beautiful. Great. Good. We're now going to face away from our band and we're going to do a push-pull back. And again, that other arm is going to coincide with this one pulling back, that one will go out. And a little bit of a rotation as we pull, looking to the front, having the opposite leg out to the hand that's working with the band. And just leaning, not leaning forward, standing nice and tall, but pulling, retracting that shoulder blade back on the one that's got the band and pulling back. Woo! Well done. Great. We're going to go to the other side. How are you going at home? I hope you can feel that kind of rotation happening. So here, I'm just going to take it with that arm. Good. It's a real push-pull. Even though we don't have a band in this arm, we're still trying to replicate as though we've got a band in that arm, holding up nice and tall with that little bit of, as we push-pull, this little rotation through that torso. Well done. I hope you've been able to see today why it's so important to have that rotation so that we don't lock up that time that we pull something or turn. So we're just going to look at some mobility things before we end off. So from here, we can just turn over as far as we can over one shoulder. It's really important anyway to do as we're driving along. And take it over the other shoulder. Here we're going to be lying on the floor for our next one. Just going to be taking our arms out to the side and taking both of these knees over to one side while we keep this opposite shoulder down, and we're going to look the opposite way to our knees. And we're going to be taking these knees over to the other side. Then you can either be taking these just side to side so that we're just getting some mobility into that back area. Good. And next one we're going to do, we're going to lie onto our side. We're going to be putting, so probably a nice pillow under the head so the head's not lying on the floor. You can put a foam roller or whatever you want to on it. So we're going to bring up our knees at a kind of 90-degree angle, and we're simply going to be leaving this knee here while we slide this top hand along, comes along our chest, and we look over towards the elbow. Those fingers can stay on the chest. We're just trying to take that as far back as we can. Going to slide it forward again. If you can't come back, then try each time that you come back to go that little bit further. Coming forward again and taking this right across. You can be adding on to that by taking this hand up in the air, following the hand with your eyes and letting it land right behind you. Great, we're going to do that on the other side. So same thing again, arm on top and bringing. On this last one, we're going to be on our hands and knees, and we're simply going to be taking a hand on our forehead. We're going to be reaching under and then reaching up. So our last one here, going to be taking some fingers on our side of our head, going to reach that elbow under and then reaching up nice and high. Reaching under and reaching up. And reaching under and reaching up. And where you do it on one side, you'll do it on the other. Great job. I hope you've enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments if you found that helpful or what you would like more of. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.